Hello, children. I think I can see you. Yes, I can see Remy and Alexa. Oh, and there's Elijah. Hello. Oh, and there's cute little Jax. Oh, and truly there's Mackenzie and little Charlie. Oh, how lovely to see you all. I've got a book called Mrs. Goose's Baby. It's by Charlotte Voake. Can you see Mrs. Goose and her little baby? The goose is saying, honk. Can you say honk? And the little baby's going, cheep. Let's find out about Mrs. Goose's baby. Here's a beautiful picture of Mrs. Goose. One day, Mrs. Goose found an egg. Can you see it? And made a lovely nest to put it in. There it is. Mrs. Goose sat on the egg to keep it safe and warm. Look, she is keeping it warm and she's keeping it safe. She's shooed away the cat. Honk. Look, soon the egg started to crack open. The little bird inside was pecking at the shell. Can you see the crack? Peck, peck. How exciting. Honk. Mrs. Goose's baby was very, very small and fluffy and yellow. Did you see the baby? It's so cute. Mrs. Goose took her baby out on to eat some grass. Honk, honk. Cheep. She wants it to eat some grass. But her baby didn't want to eat grass. She ran off to look for something different. Look at her going. She's going over to where the chickens are. She doesn't want to eat the grass. Mrs. Goose took her naughty baby to the pond. The water looked cold and grey. The little baby doesn't want to go in. It's just saying, cheep. Let's see what Mrs. Goose says. Honk. Mrs. Goose jumped in, didn't she? Poor Mrs. Goose. Her baby would not swim. Oh dear. The baby grew and grew and grew. Let's have a look. Mrs. Goose's feathers were smooth and white. Mrs. Goose's baby had untidy brown feathers. Mrs. Goose had large webbed feet. Her baby had little pointed toes. So they're different, aren't they? Honk. The baby followed Mrs. Goose everywhere and cuddled up to her at night. He's following her everywhere and cuddling up at night. Mrs. Goose guarded her baby from strangers. Honk, honk. There's the dog. What's the dog say? Woof. Mrs. Goose is protecting her baby. Mrs. Goose's baby never did eat much grass. Honk. She's eating the pellets. And the baby never did go swimming in the pond. It's just watching Mrs. Goose. And everyone except Mrs. Goose knew why. Do you know why? That's right. Mrs. Goose's baby was a chicken. So a chicken says cluck, cluck, and the goose says honk, honk. Can you go honk, says the goose, and cluck, 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 says the chicken. That's the end of the story. Bye.